my fellow human beings, and welcome to episode 137 of The Best Blessed Life. I'm your best host, Kristen, and today's topic is, hey Philly, you got beef? I got your cheesesteak right here. Before we get started, I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch, comment, share, like, subscribe, ring that bell, and please pass them on to anyone you think they would help. With that being said, here's our list of things to do today. We have our daily compliments for the last couple weeks. We're going to talk about holidays. And I spelled it D-A-Z-E as days, because we all get in that, right? We get in a daze when it comes to the holiday. And then we're making Philly cheesesteak pasta. But we're making it, oh sorry, I got off camera there. But we're making it in the crock pot. And I'm going to attempt to convert a non-crock pot recipe to a crock pot recipe. So bear with me. I'm going to share the link to the original recipe, and then hopefully I'll be able to put in the description the changes that I made. Or you just watch the episode. Okay. Let's get started. Oh, and just as a friendly reminder, I haven't reminded you all of this in a little bit. Every recipe I make for you, I make for the very first time. So, throwing that out there. Okay, so we're starting with November 22nd. And that is, you give such wonderful and thoughtful gifts. That's a good start. For the 23rd, you understand the value of those around you. It is felt. The 24th, you are bold and not deterred by the idea of failure. 25th, I love how you treat animals with such kindness and compassion. 26th, it's no surprise that you are loved by all creatures who encounter you. The 27th, your ability to consider a problem from multiple angles and perspectives is a gift. That was a mouthful. You always see the best in others. That was the 28th. The 29th, your positive spirit reminds me to search for the good in the world. The 30th, you are a great parent. The 1st, the way you love and stand up for others is courageous. The 2nd, I love how you treat people with respect. The 3rd, you radiate warmth. The 4th, I admire your ambition and drive. And today, I respect your opinion. Woohoo! Okay, that done. Now, the ingredients in this recipe are as follows, and I'm going to show you a little bit of what I'm using. So it calls for 8 ounces of penne pasta. And you know I love this new offering from Barilla. It's a protein penne. They taste really wonderful, and they're so really delicious. So that is going to go in, and it says 8 ounces, but I might be leaning more towards using the whole box. I do think it's a pound. No, it's not quite a pound. Yeah. Okay. And then it's 1 1/4 pounds of ground beef. And for me to make it healthier, I am using a pound of ground turkey. It's 2 tablespoons of butter, 8 ounces of button mushrooms, and I'm not using button, I'm using portobello, or baby bellas, I think they're called. 1 medium onion chopped, 1 bell pepper chopped, 1 10.5-ounce can French onion soup, and that is a I don't know if other brands offer it, but it is a Campbell condensed soup. And then 2 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, a half of a cup of coarsely chopped provolone cheese, yes, chopped, and salt and pepper to taste. So if you were making this without cooking it in a crock pot, you'd cook the noodles and then you'd saute the beef. They say remove the beef and then leave the fat in there, but we're not doing that. So I'm not even going to go through that with you because I'm going to share the link So what I think that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this on low, okay? And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put our 2 tablespoons of butter, which are sitting right here on my plate. I'm gonna put that in there and I'm gonna let it melt while I'm adding all the other stuff, okay? Since turkey in and of itself is not a really fatty meat, I might end up adding a little bit more of the butter later on. But I'm going to plop this in here. Nothing is pre-cooked, okay? I'm hoping I can do it very similarly to the goulash, which was really tasty. All right, this is the cheese I have all chopped up, and I'm going to leave that off to the side because it doesn't get added till later, okay? And then I'm going to put in our bell peppers and our onions, okay? That's going to go on top of there. I have my fingers and every toe crossed on this recipe, guys. And then here's our baby bellas, all sliced already. That is 8 ounces. Just keep in mind, I left them big because, you know, mushrooms are going to shrink. They're going to lose all their water. So the nice thing about that being part of the ingredients is that whatever seeps off of there will, you know, help liquefy our stuff. Okay, and then we're going to add, I think what I'm going to do is put the cornstarch, it's supposed to be cornstarch and a little bit of water. I'm debating on how I want to thicken that up because my original recipe does not call for the beef broth, but I am going to need it later on down the line to cook the pasta in here as well. So what I think I'm going to plan on doing is combining doing the beef broth and the cornstarch step pretty much at the same time as I do the pasta. Although that would take away from the okay, I'm thinking. Okay, this is my little friend Glenn. Peyton wanted me to put him up here for you. She got it from her friend as a gift. He's a capybara, I think. Okay, so we're gonna do the Worcestershire. We're gonna put that in there, and we're gonna do this 10.5-ounce can of French onion soup. I never even knew this existed. I don't know about anybody else. I don't want to stick that in there. And then, yeah, I think I'm gonna just do it all at once. And then I'll worry about it thickening or if I even need the cornstarch later on, because as this slow cooks, I feel like it will, you know, lose some of its liquid. So I'm gonna add, I don't know, probably half of this, I think. And then what I think I'll do when I add more later is I'm going to what am I saying? I'm going to cook it in the pasta in here with it, if that makes sense. Why do I look so dark over here? Okay, so I do not want to cook the pasta yet because it gets so gummy. So what I think I will do when it comes time to actually cooking the pasta, I will add this, and I will heat this up, and I will add 1 cup of water, and then I will add the pasta. Sound like a plan? And then to top it off, then at that point, when the pasta is done cooking, we will add the cheese on top and stir it around. I am going to wait on the salt and pepper portion of it because, and I'm just going to break up this turkey a little bit just to get the process started. Okay, so this is all going to go, and I have it on low. I don't think it's really going to take 8 hours, so I think if we leave it on low, and where's my lid? Here we go. and then we'll see where we're at after that. Okay? But this recipe called for ground beef, and I thought that was kind of an interesting take on, I'm going to add just a little bit of water too, because I don't want this to get too salty. Too salty. Give me a second. I started discombobulating. I thought I had a plan, and then, you know, the best laid plans. I'm going to add that water in here for later, otherwise I feel like I'd forget. And then I want to add, I'm not measuring, I'm just throwing, I don't know, 1/4 cup of water in there too. Don't ask me, I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. Okay, fingers crossed. We got that taken care of. Eek! All right, so I want to talk to you guys about the holidays. Now, I know everybody celebrates different things at different times, and we are all rushing around, and we're all trying to make everybody's Christmas as beautiful and as special as possible. But if we're checked out because we're so worn out, what are we really accomplishing? Now, as a mother and a wife and a aunt and a sister, it gets overwhelming on how special you can make each person's present. And then are you, what do I want to say? Are you losing your sanity to make everybody else's day special? And then you lose the specialness of the holidays. Does that make sense? I don't know how to break ourselves of this habit of needing, you know, to spend a lot of money or go into debt or to overextend ourselves as just physically, that makes the holidays, once they're over, seem like you didn't enjoy them, you didn't appreciate all that was happening, you weren't able to relax or even sleep. Some people get that wrapped up in the process. It's like when you're making Thanksgiving dinner, right? You put all this effort into, like, I don't know how many hours. My bandana is going crazy. How many hours of cooking, you know, turkeys, 5 hours or so, and then you have all your sides, and then you sit down to eat, and it's done in a matter of minutes. Because you're smelling all that stuff all day, right? And you get so excited that you're just like, snarfing it down, and you feel like you didn't appreciate it. Like you didn't savor it, you didn't appreciate your own hard work. And I think that's why I wanted to see what you all thought about how the holidays passed for you and your family. Do you realize that, you know, it's not worth all the aggravation, frustration, exhaustion, all the shuns to overextend yourself financially, physically, emotionally, and then not really truly appreciate the holidays. Now, when my kids were little, like, the holidays were the bomb. I loved the holidays, probably even more than when I enjoyed them as a kid. Watching your children's faces as they open the presents they have been begging you for all year is just, and to see the smile on their faces, and then to have them throw it on the floor and, you know, play with the box is, it's absolutely magical, right? So as an adult, how do we get back the magic? That's what I want. I want to not dread going Christmas shopping. want to slow down, sit and look at the tree and look at the lights. I love driving around the neighborhoods and checking out everybody's wonderful Christmas decorations. It gets you in that spirit again. I love making hot cocoa. I love, what else do I love? Being in comfy pajamas and snuggling on the couch and slowly opening your gifts. I could open a gift a day and I would be happy. I think it goes by too fast, and we've spent, weeks on getting everybody's stuff together. And some people do it all year round. Some people do it months in advance. I would love to think I could process and do it that way. I tried it that way a couple times when the kids were little. And I would honestly say it probably would have helped as far as like what you were buying and what kind of lines you were dealing with and all the craziness of that. But a lot of times you don't even have the money yet to do it that early. So I think that was a lot of times what we were dealing with. So you have to work with what you have, saving along the way and just appreciating your family and just hoping they enjoy their time. That's all there is, right? That's all we need. We just need that time to decompress, slow down, and try and grasp some happiness from the holiday itself. I think if I had to pick one thing that I could probably stop doing to make the holidays a little easier would maybe be just stop waiting till the very last minute, like Christmas Eve and stuff, to like get stocking stuffers or that kind of stuff. So maybe leave your ideas in the comment section of this video on ways that you would like to change up how you handle your holidays. And maybe that will help me. I think that would be the perfect gift for myself, is to be able to just appreciate the holidays. Now, I do have to say that a lot of companies, you can shop online and have it shipped to you, or even have it shipped to the person that's getting the gift, wrapped and everything. So, like, it has become quite a bit easier, but we still all go out there and face the maddening crowds to, make everybody happy, to make it special. That's what I like, making it special. Carrying on traditions, starting new traditions, that's all part of it, right? So I'm hoping with this easy dump crock-pot meal, I am saving you the aggravation of having to cook right after you've come in from Christmas shopping. So that's what Payne and I are doing today. We're heading out. I've got the dinner ready, and we're gonna get some Christmas gifts crossed off our list. Doesn't that sound great? I think so. With 20 days left to shop, or actually I should say 19 days, we gotta get going. I think that about covers it, guys. So what I'm gonna recap a little bit of what I'm gonna do later on, and there will hopefully be some pictures of how it turns out. So roughly about 45 minutes to an hour before this is done, I'm going to add the remaining liquid that I have here, and I'm going to vary the liquid depending on how much is left. I'm going to add this little broth water combo and the cornstarch. I'm probably just going to mix them together, and the pasta. And I'm going to see how much pasta fits in here. If the 2 cups is too much, then I'll just add whatever fits in there and I'll go from there. Eyeball it, whatever you want to call it. That's what we're going to do. Fingers crossed. So I think I about covered everything. How did I do? How many minutes did we do? Let me see. Not even 20 minutes. How about that? That's great, guys. Super easy. All I had to do was chop, and you could buy shredded provolone, I'm assuming. I didn't really look. I just grabbed the first thing I saw and ran. So the only thing we had to chop was the medium onion, the green or the bell pepper, and I'm using orange and red and yellow, obviously, and then the cheese. So the onion, and then I didn't have to slice my onions, mushrooms, because I bought them pre-sliced. But you would have to do slices on that as well if you didn't buy them that way. But I think that about covers it. The only thing I would have to say is there's not much seasoning in here other than the salt and pepper. So I will base my smells and stuff on the scents later on in the day and see if it needs maybe a little bit of garlic. It definitely doesn't need the onion with the chopped onion and then the French onion soup. I think it should be totally fine. So go out Christmas shopping. Your dinner is ready, guys. Okay? I want to thank you all for watching. Please continue to watch. I really appreciate you guys supporting me as much as you do. I really enjoy making these videos for you, even though most of the time I'm ready to pull my hair out because I did get a new microphone, but didn't realize I had to buy an adapter for it to go into my computer. So I'm strapped to the wire one more time. Fingers crossed. So I think all I have left to say is I hope you have a good day. Go do great things. Be your best self. And please live your best blessed life. Stay warm out there, guys. Thanks for watching.